Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. Man, we got some good news today. Bitcoin heading nicely up to $25,000. And we got some good news, some good predictions from the Fed. I guess not really good news, but good predictions. Reuters has revised their prediction, probably because companies are laying off a lot of people and some of the financial firms are not hitting their profit margins. So, what they're saying is the Fed is going to deliver two 25-point basis hikes in Q1, followed by a long pause. And long pause means maybe they'll pivot, which actually makes sense because their interest rates are already at like 5. So 5.5, very high interest rate. And then they might pause to see what they're going to do. There are still rumblings of a 50-point base rate hike, which would be pretty bad for the market. But if the Reuters prediction is actually true, I can see 25, maybe even 30,000 by the time Q2 rolls around. So, they are predicting that the US Fed will end its tightening cycle after a 25 basis point hike at each of its next two policy meetings. That is end of January and late March. So by late March, we will be 50 basis points higher than right now, but then they'll stop. And I think that's better than what the market is actually predicting right now. If their prediction goes through, I predict Bitcoin to be at 25 or possibly 30,000 by the end of March. So basically, Fed officials broadly agree that U.S. central banks should slow the pace of tightening to assess the impact of the rate hikes. They should have done this a while ago, but better late than never. The Fed raised its benchmark overnight interest rate by 425 basis points last year, 4.25%. And with another 50 points, it'll be 475%, but overall, it'll be well over 5 at this point. Inflation is declining, and it declined by more than half a percentage point each of the last 2 months, and that's why they might actually be pulling back. So basically, like they're predicting right now, the Fed would downshift to a 25 basis point hike in its Jan 31st, Feb 1st meeting, and then another 25% hike, bringing us up to 5% or slightly more. And after that, they will pause. Now, I kind of expected 3 25% hikes or 25 basis point hikes to bring us to about 5.25 or 5.5. But if they only do 2 more, then it'll actually be a lot better. If they actually pause, like in the May meeting or the June meeting, then I think that will be better than most of us expect. That pivot will happen like early summer instead of late summer. And, you know, if the recession stuff is true, the market might bottom in June, and then June or July, and then by August or September, reverse back up. It depends how much interest rates come down. But a lot of these predictors, a lot of these analysts are shifting to the more optimistic side. And that means people are getting more optimistic. So if the Fed only does 25 basis points at the end of this month, you can expect things to be shifting up. 25, 30,000 definitely on the table as long as like Binance or Tether does not collapse, which I don't think they actually will. Yes, Genesis is collapsing, but everyone knew Genesis was collapsing, so no one really cares. So I can see crypto quite a bit higher, especially the altcoins, and I think like will be a higher price going into the Ripple case resolvement. That case does need to be resolved in altcoin's favor, in Ripple's favor, for the altcoin bull run to really take place. But as long as inflation pressures are easing and the Fed can pull back a little bit, like 25, 25, then 0, 0, 0, we will be on the way to 25, possibly $30,000 by the beginning of Q2, possibly even higher. This is very, very good news. I hope this prediction comes through. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.